This right here is the F.lux icon. If you go to your settings app, if you hit your extensions, there's also F.lux. You can have a night setting and a daytime setting. You jump in here. As you can see, it gets a little bit more orange with the darker that I choose. And that's, you can have your night setting and have a different day setting, normal for what kind of sunlight you're out there working using your iPad in. There's also long transitions, and for color sensitive work, like if you're using an app or a photo photography app or something like that. If you go into the app itself, you can enable your location data. So it'll use your location data based on what time of day it is, and it'll go ahead and automatically adjust it. You have a little more fine tuning. So you can see here at the top of the screen it says halogen, incandescent, so you have a little bit more of a fine tuning you can do. So iOS default is right up here, 6500. I might not be able to tell in this video as well, but you know, you can head down to the orange. It's a little bit smoother on your eyes. Your daytime as well. This just gives you a preview of that. I see it goes back to what it is at night, since it's 11 o'clock at night right now. So this tweak is for free out there, and it's very useful. I use it. I usually set it in the 2900, 3000 range. In the daytime, I haven't really used it that much at all, but in the evenings, it seems to do the best. So that again is F.lux. It's for free in the App Store. Another tweak here in the extensions useful for iPad, swipe selection. You go ahead and hit this. It's a free tweak from Kyle Howells, and it's available on iOS 4, 5, and 6, and has a video that you can watch to learn how to use it, and there's also some more discussion about how to use it here. I'll just go ahead and jump into my notepad here, and I'll give you a quick tutorial on this. As you can see, I have some text up here. If I get my keyboard to come up here, I'll just select some text here. Alright, now if I slide my finger along the key, you can see my cursor is moving back and forth. If I use two fingers, it slides word by word a little bit faster. Now let's say I want to highlight some text, so I'm going to go to virtually up above here. Alright, now I'm going to press the shift key. I'm going to go ahead and select a word. Then you'll have your options pop up right there. You can copy it, jump where you want to go, you know, get close to the word. Let's say I want to stick it in between this word. I can slide right where I want to be, just like that. So again, this is called swipe selection. It's available for free in Cydia, and two fingers hops you around a little faster, the third finger even faster, and then I don't know if you can use four fingers. It doesn't look like it turns you in your gestures. So the three fingers is the fastest you can get that to go. So while I have it popped up here, this is a tweak right here. It's called Emblem, and it pops out. It changes your notification center. Basically, anything that would come up normally along the top bar will come in from the side, a little bit like OS X. And I'll go ahead and I'll hop into Cydia and I'll show you that. There is no settings to configure. You just install it, and it'll automatically start sending your notifications in on the side. You can select the notification when it pops up, and it'll go ahead and take you right to that app. You can dismiss those as well. You can just flick them to the side. But if you have multiple, it'll bring one in and it'll bring another one below it. As you can see in this image right here, a whole bunch of notifications at the same time. But yeah, as it says here, there's no settings or options to configure. This package is, I think it was $1.99 when I bought this. It was released at a worldwide Jailbreak conference in 2012 when I was there in San Francisco. So this one's called LivePapers, and this tweak, as you can see, it's interactive, and it's a Nexus theme wallpaper. You just go ahead and slide to unlock, and it's still interactive in the background. This is a little messy. You can configure this tweak so it's not. So you can have the strip width a little thinner, and then you can preview it here. It'll look a little more clean. So I'll jump back out, and you can see it's not quite as busy as it was a minute ago. There's also a bubble standard available is the bubbles. and it doesn't appear that that one's working right now. We just set it to my lock screen and see if it's working or not. Alright, it just wasn't moving. So the bubbles, it's not configurable for free. You have to buy this week. So if you go back to here and you can scroll to the last page and hit download, it'll open up Cydia. And it's just basically searching for LivePapers. So you'll see the Nexus theme is blue, and the bubbles, those are both 99 cents. And in Bubbles Pro, it basically gives you the option to configure it. Otherwise, you're just locked in with the bubbles the way they have them set up. So this is Dashboard X is another one of my favorite tweaks. It's $1.99 in Cydia. Just go into edit mode, and it'll allow you to add notification center widgets to your Springboard. So you just press wherever you'd like to add it. It'll give you the options of all the widgets that you've downloaded. So if I go to NC settings, go ahead and hit add widget, and then I can put it wherever I'd like in landscape mode. And then again, I can have a customized location in portrait mode. So when I come back to it, the next time it'll be in the same spot. This is a really nice kind of a SB settings, kind of a quick access to things. So I can fly through here, enable my Bluetooth or turn it on and off. Those kinds of things. And as well, you can just dismiss it by clicking the X in the corner, and it's gone. So if you head back to my main screen here, you can see that I have a calculator and I have an NC settings on my home screen. Instead of having to bring this down to pull up my NC settings, I just have it right on my dashboard with this widget. Dashboard X again, $1.99. It's available in Cydia, and it allows you to put any notification centers widgets on your home screen. So if you have a weather widget and those kinds of things, I have that on my iPhone. Or you can put a dash to tweet and add that, and you have a text box right there that you can just go ahead and start tweeting in. So again, that was Dashboard X. It's $1.99. I just talked about Springround is what the name of the tweak is, and this tweak will allow you to access your Springboard from anywhere with an Activator action. So I can slide, I have it set to slide left on my status bar, pulls up basically my entire Springboard. I can scroll back and forth, and you can also have interactivity in the background. If I want to scroll and read it behind here, I can do that, and then I can well, you can see my barrel is still active actually over the top. It's just superimposed over the top of whatever I'm doing. So it's almost like the ultimate app switcher. So if I jump into YouTube here, and then I can swipe left on top of it again, I can pick something else. Let's go to world politics. And then I can pull it up again, swipe around, and then I can jump into CNBC News. So it's almost essentially like a Zephyr pulling up your app switcher. It's just a different way of doing it, and it brings up everything. So I can jump into Cydia just like that. So it's one of the more useful tweaks out there. It's called Springround, and this tweak I believe was available for free, but it might have been 99 cents. Let me pull it up here. So you just type in Springround right there. Looks like it's 99 cents package. So this package is actually on my iOS 6. It's compatible. So and I use it on my iPhone more than anything, just with an activator action that we talked about a second ago. So. It's a great way to have interactivity. Another one of my favorite tweaks, Springtomize. It's $4.99, $2.99 if you had a previous version of Springtomize for iOS 4 or I believe iOS 4. If you had that version, you got a discount. I don't know if that's still in effect. But anyway, this tweak allows you to customize your home screen, anything on the Springboard, your dock, lock screen, everything. So as you can see, I have iPad Jailbreak here up in the corner for my instead of my carrier. If you go to my home screen, I have the words here, "Don't even think about it," on my slider. Those are all custom things you can do with this. I could spend an entire 15 minutes talking about all the different things that are available in here. A couple of the key things are Time Machine, is that you can use that to save a setting. So if say you have 3 or 4 different settings that you want to have set up, The cover flow that I have here in my icons on the bottom, they kind of curve around a little bit. If you can tell, maybe I throw a couple more down, but the icons kind of curve around a little bit on the bottom. That's Springtomize. I have people asking how I do certain things. Icons, you can get rid of text underneath icons. You can change the size of icons. You can have an extra row of icons. If there's anything that this doesn't do, I'm sure Filippo Biga would be happy to add it. So the status bars, you can see, just add a custom carrier. A lot of these were individual tweaks that sometimes didn't work well together. Springtomize just brings it all into one tweak and keeps it stable so that you can do all these things without having, so you can have certain things hidden in the status bar. NC settings is a really nice tweak as well. NC settings, you can add it to your notification center. Just hit this, add it, bring down your notification center. So you can see it's along the bottom here. I use it mainly in my dashboard X here. But you have configuration. You can toggle text or not toggle text. So if I turn that off, you can have how many toggles you want per page. You can also set the different kinds of data, things that you want to do, and then you can also set the toggles and which ones are on and which ones are off. So you just grab this side here, move it to off, and that won't be on there. So if I head to my home screen here, I have NC settings right there, and if I press, I can turn Wi-Fi off. I can change the volume. I can adjust my brightness. I can lock my landscape. I can turn the volume, mute, GPS, I can turn that off. So all those things I can do, boom, 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 I'm all done. So you don't have to go find it in settings and those kinds of things. You can also, again, it's in Notification Center. You can have it set up for more. So you saw I changed it to 8. So if I add a new Dashboard X here, if I add a new one here, it's going to have 8 buttons on there instead. So you could have it set up for 8, or you can have it, you know, say I can page through here for the multiple different ones that are out there. So again, that's NC settings. It's a great tweak. It's available for free. You can use it with your Dashboard X as well. Barrel is another nice tweak. It's out there from Aaron Ash. As you can see how my icons kind of come together and go apart. You just go out here into your settings, or you can have the icon set up as well. For Barrel, you can just set it to show the icon. You can set the kind of, so you can set flippy. You don't have to respring or anything. And you can see how my icons transition. So I can go out here again. I can change it to cube outside, exit. And you can see that, I mean, if you have a full set, you can kind of see a little bit better how the icons rotate. So we're on the inside of a cube. So this tweak is available. It's a $2.99 tweak from Aaron Ash, and I suggest getting this one. This one also good on the iPhone. You can put it on both of your devices. It's just a customization, a little bit nicer way, kind of like the LivePapers in the background. So go ahead and check it out. It's in Cydia. It's called Barrel. And the final app I'd like to discuss is called MultiIconMover. This allows you to move multiple icons at once. So let's say that I'm getting edit mode here. I can select, as you can see, the red check mark popping up. So I can select a whole bunch of apps, slide to the screen that I want to put it on. So I can put it on a new screen, just push the home button, and there they go. So I can select them, a whole bunch of them. I don't want to delete anything. And then slide over here, push the home button, there they are. This works really nice. Another tweak that I would have on here that isn't available yet is called Grid Lock, and it'll allow you to have an empty spot in between your icons. You can use iBlank instead right now. This is the icon for iBlank, and that'll allow you to have blank spaces, basically blank icons, so your icons can be in off the normal settings. So this is pretty much the top 10 that I have, and if you guys have any questions or comments, head over to iPadJailbreak.com or follow us and subscribe to us on YouTube at iPad Jailbroken. Just drop a comment on one of our videos, and we'll try to answer it. Try to give you a video for your tweak. Thanks, guys.